So yeah, I just wasted like 10 minutes because I started making this video and I had put on, there's like a sleeveless shirt or like a top, you know, a tube top kind of thing that was really comfortable, and I realized it looked like I wasn't wearing a shirt. So I was like, crap, I have to start this over, but it's okay, I hadn't got that far. I'm sorry, I'm chewing on my hands. Of course, I was working in the freezer again tonight. Apparently that's my new home. Table's shaking. I have a tripod for this thing, I just need to find it. But, yeah, I was working in the freezer. Apparently I do awesome in there. I thought I did sucky. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, it was silent. That's not cool. You know, if you're in the freezer and you pass gas, you can kind of see it. There's like a vapor, like when you exhale. You didn't need to know that. But it really is true. Like, you really can see your fart's breath when in the cold. Ooh. And you can definitely smell it, too. That's not cool. What did I eat? Must still be the General's chicken. Anyway, you don't really care. So yeah, my fingers get really, like, my fingertips get really rough from being in the freezer because they keep getting damp. So I keep putting lotion on my breaks to try to help it. But the thing is, you put lotion on, it's like, you know, you go in the bathroom and you close the door. If you have like a real doorknob on your bathroom, unlike me with like the hook and eye thing. I'm out of breath. My fart's so bad. It's horrible. But you put lotion on your hands and you can't get out of your bathroom because you can't turn the knob because of the lotion. So I couldn't pick anything up without like dropping it and sending it flying. My nose itches so bad. And like sending it flying down the aisle. So I was like trying to work ice cream. And this guy Tim that I work with is in the same aisle, and I kept like throwing stuff across the floor, and finally he's like, what the hell is your problem? So I explained it to him, and he's like, oh my god, it must suck to be you. And I'm like, actually sometimes it kind of does. Like, no one really understands. It was just one of those nights. I had the dropsies. I was like throwing things. I felt like, you know, a ninja with the ninja stars, but I was like throwing frozen dinners and like decapitating people. Not really, but you know how it goes. It was just one of those nights. It's like, it's so much more fun when Lucky and Dave are there, because Lucky's, you know, funny and entertaining and helps me out, and for some reason seems to like share his luck with me. And I don't suck so much at my job. I hope nobody's knocking at my door because they're going to catch me talking to myself. I heard knocking, though. It's never for me. I mean, sometimes it is, and if it is for me, I say it's never for me. Half the time it probably is, I just don't answer it. Anyway, but yeah, it's much more fun when Lucky and Dave are there. Dave's like the guardian angel. I swear to God, every time I screw something up, he's got like a radar for it. He'd be a good mom, even though he's a guy, because like I frig something up and he's like there and fixes it, and I feel like crap about it. But it's okay. I need, like, someone could have a full-time job just cleaning up after me. I'm like a walking disaster. It's alright. But yeah, it's also really difficult when your hands are cold to pull your own pants up. Not like you pull somebody else's pants up, but you know what I mean. I was like, oh my god. I have, like, reverse anorexia. I think I'm skinny and I'm not. I'm rather overweight, actually, and I kept losing my pants and then like squealing every time I had to pull my pants up because my hands were so cold. And again, the guy Tim's like, what the hell is your problem? And I'm like, I keep losing my pants. And I'm like, it's not cool. And he's like, oh, it's okay, I didn't notice. And I'm like, well, that's fantastic, but I really don't want to moon all of the whole store. So yeah, it really sucks. So I think I have to get bigger pants and a tighter belt. It's just to fit around my butt, you know, and then it's too big around the waist. I'm sure some people totally understand. It's just, yeah, so I'm gonna have to like get suspenders now. That'd be pretty awesome, but then everybody would be going snapping my suspenders, which wouldn't be so awesome. Anyway, it was just one of those things. I kept jumping and nobody knew why. Then in the break room we were talking about like haunted mazes, and I'm really, this is cool nail polish. It matches my shirt. That's so cool. I'll have to put it on later. Anyway, we were in the break room talking about like haunted mazes and haunted houses and stuff at Halloween. And I told you I scare pretty easy. Usually I just scream and fall down. And my mom, on the other hand, she's definitely the fight or flight instinct. And yeah, she's a sweet little, you know, pretty lady, short, innocent looking, and she popped this kid in the face at the Danville corn maze because he jumped out of the corn and scared her, and just sucker punched him right in the face, and she's gonna kill me for telling this story. Of course, like, me and the guy I was with at the time, like, stood there shocked because we're like, oh my god, my mom just sucker punched some kid. But, you know, I guess he kind of deserved it because he leaped right out there, and that's the only time I've ever seen her get scared, you know. No, actually, I once pinned, I had like a Scream costume, you know, like the movie from the 90s that everyone was like, it was so awesome, and it really wasn't. I had a costume with a mask, and I pinned it to a towel, and then I like thumbtacked the towel to like my door, and then my door frame. I was like in middle school or something, and she woke me up so I could get ready for school. And when she pushed the door open, the thing like rah outed her, and that's the only time I ever scared my mother. That's a horrible story to tell. Hi, Mom. How are you? I still love you, even though I'm probably embarrassing you and me at this point. That's beside the point. Oh my god, I probably had a booger hanging. I had like a cliffhanger the whole time, didn't I? Oh my god. I guess it's better than looking like I wasn't wearing a shirt. That was weird. Yeah, anyway. And then some random woman came up and started asking me about my tattoos, and I'm like, I'm one of those, like, I like them, and I, you know, have them where people can see them, but I'm not like, ask me about my tattoos. I forget I have them half the time. I have one on my ankle. It's like a set of eyes. It's actually the guitarist from Rammstein's eyes, Richard Kruspe. Yeah. I think I said something about him before. He had pretty eyes, so they're on my ankle. And, I forget I have it, and I think I bruised myself. Oh my god, I thought I lost my toenail. I was in the freezer, and I dropped something on my foot, and it was like the last straw of like smashing my hands and feet. It just hurt so bad, so I like screamed and like started throwing things because I could, and nobody could see me. And seriously, I was too chicken to pull my shoe off to see if I like ripped my toenail off, and I didn't. When I took my shoe off, finally when I got home, it was all bloody, but my toenail's still there, so that's the good news. But yeah, so this woman's asking me about my tattoos. They're like, do they hurt? And I'm like, no, they feel good. And she's like, really? And I'm like, no, I'm being sarcastic, which was probably rude of me. But, of course they hurt. It's needles getting jammed into your skin, but, you can kind of overlook it. Especially this one. I had to have my arm out like this to get, you know, this bit done. And you can't see from there, like right there where the stars are. So it was like more painful having my arm twisted like that for half an hour than it was to get the actual tattoo. The guns under here, since she asked me, I'll show everybody. That hurt. That hurt a little bit. You know, that's half the fun. It's permanent, and when I'm old, I'm gonna be like, yeah, why did I do this? But that's half, then, you know, the rest of the fun of it is regretting them when you're 80. I look forward to that. I don't look forward to being 80. I already ache from head to toe, and now I get to work in the cold all night, which doesn't help that, but hey, what can you do? Okay, I'm gonna go get a slushie at Cumbies, because I really want one, and then I think I'm gonna go to bed. So, everybody have a good day while I'm sleeping. Stay out of trouble. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. If you do get into trouble, I know a good bail bondswoman. That's the good news. Okay. Good morning. Good night. Good riddance. To tell, hi, Mom.